Once. You lose.
Well, I guess hello and welcome back, or welcome to Season 3 of Truly Bedrock. We are back on a brand new world for a brand new season of Truly Bedrock, and there is something not quite... Oh yeah, by the way, I got a glow squid head on. Yeah, there is something not quite right with this world, and it's not Silent Whisper who's hiding here behind my villager. That's not what's not right. We got all sorts of crazy stuff going on with this world. We got crazy world generation. There's all sorts of things wrong with it. And I just found this weird glitchy cobblestone block on my house, which is kind of strange as well. So yeah, lots and lots of strange things. However, I have been a very busy fox, gathering lots of materials, gathering lots of ores and diamonds and things like that. I've got all sorts of stuff ready to get cracking, but I really don't know what I'm supposed to do at this moment in time. So I guess this might be a good point for me to show you some clips of what we've done so far and some of the crazy things we've come across, and then we'll get cracking on doing something.
What is up, world of the living? My name is LoyXP, and welcome back to Truly Bedrock. It's season 3, everyone.
Woo! Kill Tiz!
No!
Escaping.
Wait, how do you do this now?
Wait, how did you jump out? What?
Get in!
Get them back in the pen, quick! It took half an hour to put them there.
Really?
Oh no,
Where'd he
it's
go?
too free! No!
Yay!
Let the season begin!
Just out of interest, peeps.
Sorry.
Where are we?
Okay. No,
Good question.
Potato, tomato.
Are we calling dibs on houses? Is that what's happening?
Oh yeah, we can't. Wait, hold on.
Oh, there's glow
Call
squid
the one
down
on the
here,
hill.
peeps. Gonna get
Are
my
there?
first
Where?
glowing sack. Oh, dudes, there's an actual villager down here. There's an actual villager.
Save him.
I found a goat.
How did you find a goat? There's no mountains anywhere.
I don't know. He's here.
Are we sure they haven't changed anything about the ball generation?
Yeah, we got
does
some
look very
weird
weird.
stuff going on, guys. I see like some end stone.
No, it's 1.17, isn't it? It'd be a new block. Hey, hang on a minute. Weren't we in the vault a minute ago?
Yes, and then what happened?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a... What? Why is it... Look, there's a ghost just literally spawned down here on this weird little bit of land. Two
Let
goats were
them.
spawned down here.
Oh.
Why are goats spawning on this stuff? Excuse me, Silent. You're destroying my new home. Clear off.
No, it's not your.
It is. It's my new home. Go away.
No,
Look,
that
you
one's
made all
your
the
house.
water flowing now.
Yeah, no, this one's your house. The one next to it's my house.
Well, oh my goodness, really?
There's nether in the overworld. So just thought you would want to know that.
Oh, here we go
Just-
again. Here we go again. Oh, there's nether in the overworld. Of course there is, Jesse.
I mean, it's literally here. There's a warp forest right over this little hill where I'm getting.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
Okay, Jesse, I'm going to come and investigate this. I just need some food. I've got no food. Do you happen to have any food?
Foxy, I have food. I'll meet
no.
you along the way.
Well, I'm heading sort of close towards what you're talking about, Jesse, and I'm not seeing any signs of nether in the overworld.
Also, is everything really tall?
It does feel like it.
I'm like.
You're just
I'm
short,
really
Jesse. We've been
high
over
up.
this.
There's another azalea tree here. They seem to be quite common. I'd heard that they were quite rare in this update. Have they fixed it?
Maybe they're broken the world generation or something. It doesn't look right.
Yeah, found a wolf. Doesn't look like a nether
Oh
wolf.
my goodness.
Found
Foxy.
dirt. Doesn't look like nether dirt.
Another wolf? I'm just
Foxy,
telling you, it's right here.
I hate to say it, Foxy, but I've actually found a patch of nether in the overworld as well.
I'm just coming up on Jesse B now. I should judge this for myself.
So, is this like a group hallucination then? Because this is definitely warped forest, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
but there's not
standing in
much
a
of
very-
it. So it's probably someone just pranking us. I bet like someone come on the server early and they've like gone to the nether and thought, oh, this will be funny. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, but it doesn't seem right.
I bet it's a one-off. There won't be any others. But that one there and the one, whichever one Beardstone's fine. It's just really pretty. I love it. I think it looks really nice. I don't know what all your problems are. I think we just found, really nice world we've happened to have appeared in. You're all moaning. Jeez.
What?
Look at the moon.
Oh.
What's wrong with the moon this
Or is
time?
it broken again?
It's normal.
What kind of normal? What kind of normal?
Like
It's just-
Minecraft moon.
Yeah, it's,
Like,
it's,
yeah,
it's
it's
boring. It's just
the moon.
square.
Yeah, but what stage of broken is it? Stage 1, stage 2, stage
None.
45?
No, none.
Stage 0.
It is.
of
It is
broken.
a full square.
Yeah, it's a full regular Minecraft moon.
I
With
really
a
want
bunch
to
of
come up
smaller
and have a
squares
look, but
around
I've
it?
just found diamonds, so I'm gonna
Look,
not
just drop
believe
yourself
you.
in lava, it's fine.
and we'll discuss it next time. I just think it's more nonsense. What the monkeys is that? Oh, it's Mr. Beardstone.
Thanks.
I
I
love
thought
it.
you were talking
Usually
about that
I'm
over there.
What? What is that over there? Guys,
Yes.
this is not right at all. There's many, many, many lava in the water.
What even is this?
There's a lot of strange stuff going on here. I'm almost believing that there's something wrong at this point.
Almost.
Literally,
What's gonna be the?
not being funny, but
Wait, people are believing
Hey,
Jesse.
Jay.
when
There
lava,
is something
when
wrong
lava
with
and
the
water
world.
touch, shouldn't they not be able to do that properly, right?
Yeah, you would think they would start turning into stone or obsidian or something. This all podzol. Why is it all podzol?
I don't
Oh,
know where
I'm-
you guys
not
went,
right.
but holy cow!
And a
Yeah,
swamp's not normally a lot flatter than this. This feels a lot more bumpy than a normal swamp.
Hey,
It all
Jesse.
just
sorry,
looks a bit
that's-
broken.
Really,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
biggest issue you can find.
Well, no,
Sorry.
clearly the lava and the podzol is a big issue, but,
So many goats.
while we're pointing out flaws with this area,
I don't
Oh,
know
that's
where
weird.
anyone is.
Fish and the squid are swimming in the lava, and
How's that working out for them?
not very well.
I don't want to alarm you guys, but I think there's something wrong with this world.
Oh.
No.
I
Ouch.
was looking at the AC with my own eyes, man.
You've probably all been thinking it for a while now, but no one dared come out with it. But I'm going to be the one. I think there's something not quite right.
Glad you mentioned it,
Is,
Foxy,
is,
Where are
is
you
an hour
guys?
to the server
Oh,
too soon to
goodness.
call an emergency meeting?
I mean,
Uh,
Hi.
I think
Oh,
we're
man.
having it as we speak.
it's a big,
Where-
it's a big swamp. This. I don't know if we can really call it a swamp, can we?
We swim under it. Or is it
Foxy.
lava
No,
straight down?
the lava
Hey.
goes down. Yeah.
So, my question is, what are
So if
we
we
doing
update
with this?
Avoiding it is probably the key thing to do.
Yeah, I think if you look the other way, you can't see it. So you
Yeah,
know,
Oh, yeah, that would solve the issue.
yeah, just
exactly.
ignore it. That's the best thing to do in these situations, surely.
Like we did with Jesse, and that worked out all right for us, didn't it?
Wow.
Like we did with the moon twice.
Yeah. And look, nothing bad's happened yet.
Oh my.
Hey,
Hi.
come to rescue me.
Yeah,
I'm
come on,
just trying to
get-
get to there's like a frozen ocean biome just to the side, and I've walked a long way and I'm tired. Wow, look, there's iron ore in the literally in the ice. Oh look, the ice that you were on about, it's literally all the ores are spawned inside it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man. It's like a
Who
Minecraft
knew?
dream. Why are you going to drown if you go through?
Yeah, probably. Like if you put a torch down, it's going to melt, isn't it? And then you're just dead.
Yeah. Basically.
I'm going in.
There you go. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Have fun dying.
Lizard.
I'm going to go die in the ice. Wish me luck.
What are the courts of spawn?
0, negative 300.
Air would be nice. Air would be
Negative
nice. There's
300.
no air.
Oh,
I'm going to die. Oh, jeez.
No. Already? You just went in.
Well, I shut up. I'm rubbish at Minecraft. Okay, jeez.
I told
We're
you
not
you
all
were gonna
perfect.
die. You weren't listening to me.
Two trident. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. No!
At least you
I told
drowned.
you.
You went out of your own terms.
I went out on my own terms. I did drown at the same time as being drowned by drowns. I got my head. Yeah. Oh, it says Mr. Onion's head. No!
Yeah.
Okay, so you should be fully caught up by now on how things have gone and where things are at, and you might notice there is a chap down here in this little box that we need to sort out and put somewhere safe, because as much as zombies can't really get in there, I'm not so sure he's safe from the other members. This is one of the few villagers we've got in our starter area, so I would like to rescue him and get him put away somewhere. So let's build ourselves a little area to put this villager and then put him inside it. And I think the best thing for this is going to go underground. And underground is where I plan to spend a lot of my time this season. I am wanting to explore these caves as much as possible. Now, we don't have the full 1.18 cave generation yet, but we've got all sorts of new cave stuff. We've got glow lichen, we've got lush caves, we've got all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So we've got two houses here. We've got my house there, and I believe this was Silence, although I think he's gone and moved in with Sloy and Liara up there. So that leaves this house pretty much empty. So rather than having this sort of janky mine going down here, I think what I might do is actually just dig a hole in this, and this can be our elevator to get downstairs. There's another block there doing it. Look, there's one here as well. There's 2 blocks in my house that's glitching now. Why? What, dude? Something wrong with this world. And anyway, we got this. We've got my markers pack on Truly Bedrock Season 3, which is absolutely wonderful. Basically, if you give an armor stand a banner and you right-click it to change its pose, you get all sorts of different things. And you can get this add-on from my website. In fact, it's not even an add-on. It's a resource pack, which is wonderful. We've got spawning spheres, which everybody can see because this pack's on the server. We've got chunks. We've got lots and lots and lots of chunks. We've got a compass. We've got a distance measure so we can see how far away we are from the armor stand, and we've got this one which I particularly like, which is how many days the game has been on for. And that's not obviously real life days, that is Minecraft days. So we are 26 days in already, and we've only just started recording day 1. This is crazy. One thing about working in this area is we seem to get goats spawning, which again is a bit weird. And if we actually use our little system over here, you'll see that we have a biome finder, and apparently this is Extreme Hills. It doesn't look like Extreme Hills, but apparently it is, which will explain why we're getting goats. But that is going to be a little bit of a problem moving forward, that we've got all of these goats that keep turning up, which, yeah, hopefully they're not going to bother us too much. Anyway, I've run out of ladders. Okay, we've now got a ladder that comes down to this little area here, and I think we should probably do something with this little area here to make it a little bit safer for our villager before we bring him down here. So I'm going to clear out a few blocks and just tidy this up a little bit. Well, I'm not finished, but I feel like I'm getting somewhere. We've got this sort of semi-interesting looking room. I've actually run out of blackstone. It's not blackstone, is it? It's deep slate, in order to make the rest of the deep slate brick stairs that I need to finish that bit off. But you can see we've got leaves above, which have torches behind, which is letting light through. We've also got slabs on the bottom, slabs all over here, all of which have got torches on to let lots and lots of light into this room. And this copper at the sides and here as well will actually turn cyan over time, which means it will add to sort of that green effect, and we'll get that aging look from it. Now, I have run out of blocks, which is a little bit frustrating. I don't have enough blocks to do the ceiling yet, but I think this is a good area for us to pop a villager for the short term while we expand it and make other things. Well, it's the morning and I'm back, and I've already done a little bit of digging. I've managed to get myself a few more diamonds, and I got myself a whole bunch more blocks and stuff. We've got blocks coming out the wazoo. We could really do with the storage area now. I needed to go and grab some more cobbled deep slate so that we can make more deep slate blocks, but I haven't got all that many of those because it's very slow to mine. So what I thought I'd do is get myself a diamond pickaxe, but then I thought, well, that's fine. I already had one and it broke pretty quickly, so we could really do to look at getting it enchanted. Which obviously means going and finding obsidian and making an enchantment table, which also means we'll need bookshelves. And I imagine the village we're at has probably been pretty much ransacked of that, so we might have to go on a bit of an adventure to find a new village. Before we do that though, I thought I'd take a second to tell you what add-ons we've got in this pack. So obviously we have the mob heads that you get from killing mobs, which you are actually able to wear now. We've got experimental features on this server for a first time ever, which means we can do more things with these items. So we can also pop those on armor stands. Oh, and my head apparently, but yeah, we can put those on armor stands now as well, which is great. We've got my markers add-on. We've also got custom armor stands, another one of my add-ons from my website, which means we can use dies to position the armor stands in any position we want. Obviously, we've got player heads as well, so when we die, we get player heads. And yes, that did say Mr. Onion's head. We've given them all fun names because, well, it's just more fun that way. Another add-on we've got is universal crafting or universal dyeing, and basically what that means is if you've got a whole bunch of different colors of wool or concrete powder or terracotta or glass panes, you can put them in any color variation around the outside of your crafting grid with the dye in the middle, and you will get the color, all of them, back as the color of the dye. We can also undye glass by putting a bucket of water in the middle, which will give you glass back from stained glass, which is great. We've obviously got the death counter on this side, and we've also got an hours counter. It will tell us all how many hours we've been in game per person, but that's not active right now, so I can't really show you. As well as the mob heads, we've also got mini blocks, or something else I can't show you because there's no wandering trader nearby, but they're the same thing as the mini blocks effectively. And we've also got enderman griefing and zombie griefing turned off, so zombies can no longer break doors and endermen can't pick up blocks, which is very handy. And finally, we've got my spectator mode add-on for camera accounts, which I'm sure you'll see plenty of use on later in the series. And we've also got removed maps. Basically, you won't find maps in treasure chests because, wow, there's a building already started up there. Because maps are very laggy and they increase your world size. So it doesn't mean people can't have maps, it just means that they won't find them in treasure chests. And that, I believe, is about it. So I guess it's time to go on a little adventure to get ourselves an enchantment table. So if we're going on an adventure, it might be worth looking at our map. We have a map of this world. We have a seed number, which is probably in the description below because it's not one that's easy to remember. And this area in the middle of my screen here is the area within our world border. Basically, we got a 4,000 block world border. Anything outside of that will get pruned at some point. So we use that for mining materials like sand and mesa stuff and all that sort of stuff. And anything within that area is buildable terrain. And we are somewhere around about here-ish, sort of, a bit. Maybe here, maybe. Somewhere. We're around this point a bit. Anyway, it's time we went on an adventure, so I guess we probably want to go north because there's a lot more land north than there is south. However, logic aside, I'm actually going to go south because there's a lot more water south, and that means I can go further distance on a boat without affecting anybody, which is, I think, better. So while I'm on my journey, I might as well go around gathering a few resources because it's going to be useful to do that. And yeah, we're going to be exploring new terrain that's all different and interesting. It seems that this world is very much not quite as we expected. Well, we didn't expect anything, I guess, but yeah, look, this is a birch biome with diorite floor. This is just not right. This is not how birch trees grow. Speaking of not right, just a few steps further away, and we come from a birch tree biome with diorite floor to a basalt delta. This might not be a bad place to actually get some obsidian mined. You can see obsidians forming around the lava lake as the ice melts. So yeah, this is probably not a bad place for us to potentially be grabbing a bit of obsidian. Oh yes, we got ourselves a little free obsidian mine here. This is perfect. Looking at the moon just doesn't look right, does it? Doesn't look right at all. I see a village on the horizon. This is good news. Hopefully it will have bookshelves. And there is a raid outpost as well, literally right next to this village. This is probably quite convenient to come back to at some point in the future. And there is another geode there that's actually quite close to the surface. It might be worth actually diving down into that one, see if we can get ourselves a few crystals. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go down as quick as I can. There should be a crack in the side of it somewhere that allows us access. There we go. And it should hopefully be nice and, yes, full of air on the inside. And there we go. We've already found a crystal. I believe I can mine it and collect it. Oh, I got crystal amethyst shards. So we probably need silk touch to grab these properly then. And there's not many of them. Oh, hello. Hey, guys. Welcome to my amethyst geode. How you doing? We will grab some amethyst from here as well. And obviously, yeah, a few of these crystals if we can grab them as well. So we've obviously got the amethyst here that makes an absolutely wonderful noise when you stand on it. But these things are also wrapped in this other block we haven't actually got any of yet, which is called calcite, which is kind of like a cross between marble or quartz and the other stuff. What's it called? Oh, yeah, diorite, which we've seen millions of. I don't want to go crazy grabbing all of this stuff because I'm not going to have room in my pockets for the stuff we're actually after. So I'm going to leave that there. I've got plenty, and we will find another amethyst geode a little bit later on and grab even more stuff. But for now, though, we're just going to head over to this village. Okay, I've scaled the sand mountain to get to the top of this area, and this village does have villagers. We're actually going to need a second villager for our villager at home to make more villagers. But look at this. We've got lava lake in the middle of this village, and what's wrong with this world? Hello, sir. You could be very handy. In fact, you know what I'm going to do, sir? I'm going to pop you in a boat. I may take you with me later. No. Hey, I don't want to be... Come back. Okay, you can be boat villager. There you go. You're in a boat. Good for you, sir. Well done. Speaking of many clay, this is yet another place in this world that would be great to get clay from, but I don't need any right now and my inventory's full. I also want to just quickly check out this cave. I don't know if I've ever seen like cave generation like this out of sandstone. This is crazy. I'm still in the same village. I noticed that the librarian, or the villager I put in my boat, was actually a librarian, so I thought there must be a lectern around here. I found the lectern, and I found lots of bookcases, which I know I can't silk touch, but I can get the books so that I can make more silk touch. No, more bookcases at home. Jeez. But I do need to be able to collect them. What can I throw away? I want everything. Oh, that bow. There we go. Mini books. Might as well take this as well. Okay, I was going to continue this adventure and carry on going and grabbing stuff, but as you can see, my inventory is very full, so I think it's probably a good idea for us to try our very best. I don't know how we're going to get this villager back, because the landscape around this world is so hilly, it's going to be very difficult to transport them. Now, how is this going to go? This could end up one of two ways. It could go very well, or it could go very badly. It went badly. Oh, jeez. I guess I'm going home without a villager. On my way home, I have found something else that's a little bit bizarre in the overworld. We've got a Soul Sand Valley in the overworld. I think Silent Whisper actually mentioned this during last evening's event that we played together. I don't know if it made it into the video, but yeah, this is all kinds of very strange. However, you know, I'm not going to miss the opportunity to grab a little bit of Soul Sand and Soul Soil, because that's going to be very useful for doing things like bubble columns and elevators and things like that. And I have made it back home safe and sound on day 71. We were out a few days, and I have got in my pocket some copper, and I've got in my pocket some amethyst shards, which means I can make a spyglass. I no longer need a field of view thing because I can zoom in with this. The only problem with this is the limited square screen. We're getting distracted on things we don't need to get distracted with. We need to make an enchantment table, which means we need all of these ingredients, which means we can make one nice and easily, and we could probably do with some more wood to make as many bookcases as we can. We can make 7 bookcases, and now we've run out of wood. So now we need more. Oh, jeez. So now we need more wood. Jeez. And you probably guessed already, but this room does lend itself to the perfect shape for an enchantment table, and I guess probably putting it in the middle would be as good a place as any. So I'm going to break that block there. I'm going to put a torch down there underneath it, put that back so the light will shine through, and pop that on top there. So now all we need to do is put our bookcases around, and I'm just going to put them low level for now so they're not taking up too much space in the room. So for wood, I've chopped down the trees here, made myself a janky rudimentary little tree farm, which I know looks ugly, and we're in a community area here, so I will have to fix that at some point. And I've also planted a little bit of sugarcane to get some more sugar. What I don't have, though, is a way of getting a great deal of leather, but I already do have 14, so it might be worth having a little hunt round, chopping a few trees down elsewhere, and see if we can get ourselves a few cows. There's something very strange with this apple. What have they done with the apple texture? Why has it gone all brown around the edges? I'm assuming it's broken. I can't believe that's a design like they've intended that, but yeah, that's not right. But look, my copper's starting to turn now, and you might notice the room that we got built down here is starting to gain a lot of chests. I've pretty much finished off the design on this room, and I am currently in the process of chopping down lots of wood in order to make lots of chests. This little opening down here takes us down to our mine. There's a staircase there that goes all the way down to the diamond level, and we've got this bit here which is going to take us to where our villager is going to be. I have now officially moved out of my house. Now, I say I've moved out. I'm not actually leaving this. This is still going to be my house. It's still going to be where I sleep, but all of the stuff is now downstairs in there, and I'm just going to grab these couple of little bit of sugarcane that has finally now grown and show you around downstairs. So we still need to move our villager down there, and not a great deal has changed other than the fact that I've now filled in most of the chests. We've got a spore blossom down here, which doesn't actually seem to be creating many or any particles at all, which is kind of crazy. These things are normally particle mad. Oh, well, there we go. It's going a bit now. I guess the longer you stay around it, the more particles come out, I guess. Anyway, yeah, we got all sorts of stuff in all of these chests now. We've got all of our shinies and stuff in there. We're starting to get organized, and I could really do with some item frames, but obviously I'm going to need my leather for bookcases first. That's the priority. Before I do anything else, however, I am going to actually put this armor stand on top of that. I'm going to give it the banner like this. I'm going to set it to our days thing so that we can see the days in game, and then if I grab myself a little bit of white dye, and bear in mind this does need to be white dye and not bone meal. If I click on the armor stand, there we go. Oh, the whole thing goes invisible. That's a shame. I can see the banner but not the text. That's a shame. Oh, I thought we could get rid of the armor stand. Maybe that's not the best place for that then, but I kind of liked having that as a central thing down here. I'm sure we can find a different way of burying that armor stand somewhere. One thing we can do with black dye is actually change the size of the armor stand. So we could make this thing even bigger, or we could make it a lot smaller and maybe not quite so in your face. I think that's probably, yeah, the better thing to do here. So make it nice and small. Give it the banner. Pose it. And then if we put the squid head back on, it can be our squid that tells us how many days in game we are. There we go. I like that. That's better. It's not too in your face. Okay, I'm just about ready to do this. I have dug a hole. At the bottom of that hole is water. All I got to do is get the villager in there, which is probably going to be easier said than done because I need him out of that hole, across there and into that one. So I guess it's probably a good idea to go and grab a boat. Okay, boat has been grabbed. We now need to allow the villager to escape. And hopefully he will be stupid enough to come and just jump straight in that boat. Come on, out you come. You can come out of that hole now. There we go. Amazing. Good job, idiot villager. You are the most dumb I've ever met, but it's fine. Okay, more fencing has been acquired. I'm ready to allow the villager out of the boat. All I've got to do is push him down the hole. There we go. Now, down the hole, sir. Down the hole. Go on. There we go. Wow, that was surprisingly easy. I thought I was going to have an awful game on my hands. No, that worked out well. Let's just block that hole up with a few blocks in case there's any accidental creepers at any point. Let's fix this fence. Pop a gate in so we've got access to it in future because that's where we're going to be putting more villagers. And let's just tidy up by getting rid of this fence area because we don't need it anymore. Now, all we got to do is try and get this chap to actually like his new crafting table that I've made him. So I guess what I should do is maybe remove the water first. Although I think having water is a good thing for them, but we'll remove it just in case. I click on the block. There we go. We'll get rid of that one. He won't be able to escape because there's a block above his head. We'll put his lectern there. And then if we put a slab on top of that... Oh, geez, I don't want him to escape. So let's put one there. There we go. Oh, nice. He's already a librarian. Let's put a slab on top of that. We can now access him. This is good news. And he has got a lectern, which we can roll the trades on now. And there we go. We now have a villager in a hole working for us. But we need to make sure, obviously, he's a good one, which means we're going to need to level him up and give him mending trades and things like that. Which means we need emeralds or paper, which means we need sugarcane, which we don't have, and now we've got a Zloy. Hello, Zloy. Zloy has sugarcane, apparently.
Foxy, what have you been up to? What is this? Is your house officially the community mine, or...?
I am working on it. I'm trying very hard. I've made an underground starting area, and what I'm doing now is I'm just digging a big 3x3 hole to decorate so you can all go mining under my base, because you're going to do it anyway. So, you know... this way, if I say it's okay, I won't get so irritated by it.
I'm glad you've accepted your fate this time.
Yeah.
Did you actually make these like little leveled lakes, or was it like a natural fixture?
No, that's natural. I haven't done anything.
Wow,
with that.
this is so zen. I love the axolotls. Thank you so much for the stairway. I actually do have a plan for how we're gonna dig up the central tunnel itself. But to get there, we might have to go to the nether first.
So there you go, you are now 100% fully caught up on what happened on day 1 of our new server. And if you want to find out how I managed to get this nice shiny armor and these elytra and this shulker thing, you're going to have to tune in for the next episode and find out what happened on day 2. Jeez, thanks all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.